Hi everyone, you're watching Happy Puppy Truffles Daily Origami on YouTube, and today I'm going to show you guys some paper, and I'm going to do kind of like an unboxing of some paper to kind of give you guys an idea of the quality and the colors that are present and such. If you're getting a chance to make purchases online, it can kind of be a little helpful if you know what you're getting. So I wanted to show you guys all the different kinds of paper that are out there kind of in a series of different videos. I'm going to start off today just with your standard pack of paper here. I have a couple different examples to show you guys what I often use. This particular pack here is one by a brand called Okina, and they sell 4 of these as a kind of super pack that you can buy at Costco in Japan. So it's a good deal. You get 300 sheets. Right here is what that says, and that this kanji here means color, so there's 20 colors and 30 sheets. So you get the size right here of 15 by 15, and this one's nice. I like this pack because it does show you from the get-go all the colors that are present, and it'll tell you how many. As usual, the gold and silver, there's only 1 sheet of each, and then everything else you have 17 or 16 of, with the exception of white, which seems to have a lot, so you have 22 of those. But I'll show you guys here what they look like on the inside. Almost all things in Japan have this nice kind of sticky wrap kind of way of connecting things. Sometimes when you open it, like with my case, unfortunately, it kind of gets torn and then you can't reclose it as nicely. That can change depending on weather and such too, but I like it better when it doesn't do this. So that kind of is a downside to this kind of particular pack of paper. I usually wind up tearing off everything here so I can keep it inside this pack. But there's usually one thing you can learn when you buy a pack of origami paper. This particular kit here shows you how to make a crane in super small print down here on the side. So what you get here is all your colors organized and random way, in origami way. And then at the very end here, you've got the gold and the silver paper. And then you've got these 3 colors, which are like the go-to colors of origami: red, pink, green, and yellow. And those are just sort of taken apart from everything else to kind of show you what there is there. The thing I think that can be, personally for me, I find it insanely annoying about origami paper, is that it's not already organized by color. This is sort of supposedly a way to, I don't really know the logic of this. I should look it up and see if there's some logic to it. They go through these basic colors, the red, pink, green, and yellow, and then they also add to that a little bit of a brown, a peach, an orange, and a brown. And they have a series of colors that they get going here. And in this case, there's 7 colors that you see here. They show you all 7 of those, and then they start again. And they just keep going like that in sets until you get through the whole chunk of that particular block of colors. And it's not really, obviously it's not like rainbow colored or anything like that. Not like all cools or hots or anything like that either too. It's kind of just a thing that happens with origami paper. You get through it all, and it gets you to the end of this whole block of stuff where you can say, okay, I've gotten through all of these. This paper is separated into 3 of these kinds of things. This part here takes you through those 7 colors, all 16 sheets of them, all right here in different sections. So I suppose if you're looking for one color, it's easier to find fairly quickly. But I always, first thing I do when I get a pack of origami paper, I open it up, I organize all the colors again so that it's rainbow colored with darks to lights so that I can see and get to what I need for projects. That's a personal preference, of course. And then you have again here too the next set of colors, and these are, you have purple, a light blue, a turquoisey light blue, and then a regular sky blue, blue, and purple, and gray, and then this pale yellow. And again, 7 colors that we go through here. And I guess these are kind of on the cool side, whereas the other pack was more on the bright side of things. But then you have this random yellow thrown in here, and on the other side you had the green. So, but again, you just go through those, and you have 17 of those all lined up here to give you this full collection of color here. All of those. And then at the end, we have the random ones. That little cream goes with this. The white and black, and then pink as well. So those are just 3 colors, white, pink, and black. And there's the sets of all of those, and then also the little extra of white at the end. So that's kind of the way this pack is organized. A lot of packs are organized in a similar way so that you get these sets of colors that are repeated to keep everything from being just like a big clump of 17 red colors all together. They don't do it that way. So that's one kind of design here. I can kind of show you guys with one of these sheets of paper here. This is just standard origami paper, and you have a color side and then a white side on the other side. And this particular paper is a pretty good quality. You can kind of feel with the texture of it. It's a good weight. And when you make a fold, it does make and keep a fold really nice. But the nice thing is, too, that when you sometimes with cheaper paper, if you make a crease, you can notice and see some of the color coming off, or showing a little fray. You want to kind of keep that in mind when you find paper. You can try to find some that holds up to stuff a little better. You don't want to get super cheap paper because, especially if you're doing complex work, it's going to be really annoying to see crease lines in the things you do. So that's sort of just the standard pack. If you bought something like this at the regular store, I'd say it'd probably run about between 300 and 400 yen. That being said, there's Daiso, which is awesome. Daiso in Japan is the 100 yen store. Everything in there is usually 105 yen because we have to include our tax rate into our total price of things. However, there are things that are 210 yen, 315 yen, and so on, but they're always listed with a big sticker on them to let you know how much they are. Origami paper is a great deal to get there because you get a lot of paper. And it's not that bad. Some of it is admittedly a lower quality than some other kinds of paper. But if you're just looking for stuff and you're doing a lot of folding, you just want practice, those kinds of things, it's a great deal. This is just 100 yen, 105 yen, like I said. I know that there are Daisos in other parts of the world and they charge more than what would be the equivalent of 105 yen. But if you get a chance to come here to Japan, definitely make this one of your priority places to visit. 100 yen stores are great places to get paper, and I'll show you guys some other ones too. Daiso's not the only 100 yen store in Japan. There's a few other different brands too, and they all offer their own take on origami paper. So this is one that has 180 sheets in it, 24 colors. So there's more colors in this pack than there were in my other one. And you've got to be careful because the reds aren't the same and the greens aren't the same. You'll notice a slight change and difference in the way that colors look here. So we open this guy up. This is my origami paper here. And like I said, these always have something to show you how to make. This one has that cute little kitty there. That's a cute little cat to show you how to make that. So, and even on the inside, Daiso stuff is usually in English too, which is nice. On the inside here, we've got how to make an iris and a pigeon. Nice. So everything you see here, directions are included. So put that to the side. What we've got here, unlike the other pack, it doesn't tell you what colors are inside from the get-go. But again, we have that same pattern. We have some of these random colors here first. We have red, pink, white, pale orange. In this case, there's only 4 colors at a shot. And then we go through the whole kind of series of those until we get to the end. And we get to a new group of paper, which is pink, orange, brown, and yellow. And again, you're going to see 4 sheets here repeated on. And you can kind of see pretty easily from the side when you get to a new batch of colors because you can kind of tell things have finished off there. And then the next set we have like a cream skin tone, a yellow, green, green, and a sky blue. Again, 4 colors. So these are pretty nice because they just go through again in these shades, these kind of collections of colors to make it easier. Smack in the middle we have our gold and silver, so that's nice there. Those are there. And then we have blue, navy blue, purple, and black, plus pink, looks like. So in this case we have 5 colors, and then those go through to the end. And then here we have at the end green, kind of a seafoam green, another kind of more orangey brown, and a paler kind of green. These are some really cool colors. You don't get these in sometimes regular packs of origami paper. And then this really pale brown, which I love, and it's hard to get across to find these sometimes. This one, again, 5 colors for this one, and that takes you to the end of everything. So, and then there's some extra white kind of in the back here, a couple sheets it looks like. But this kind of is the same pattern when you buy origami paper. You're going to always find these sets of color that's all separated into these series of kinds of ways of kind of separating the color. And, you get a chance to kind of see what colors you get. Now, like I said, there is a slight variation between the colors, so you get, let's see here, the red may not be too obvious. Let's see. Well, yeah, you can tell this red's a little oranger. This red's deeper. You can kind of see them side by side to kind of get an idea of the difference. I think sometimes the edging of some of the Daiso paper has a slight tint to it. It kind of looks a little gray almost. So that could be some kind of a concern. This does hold good creases though. I haven't had any of them start showing any fray or anything like that. But the paper itself is a little bit thinner than this particular style. So it's sort of up to you of which one you'd prefer to use. I think for the value, Daiso's great. You might as well go with it. It's a good cheap price, even though the quality is a little lower. Now, if you're looking in other countries where they're charging you even more for Daiso, even though it's really supposed to be cheap, then you might be better off buying better paper because you're paying the same price anyway. But that is sort of just an introduction to your basic pack of origami paper in Japan. And I, will try my best to kind of let you guys know some places where you can buy some of these. I think, Amazon is obviously a great place. There's a few sites on the internet that cater to more international needs. Unfortunately, I don't personally sell stuff very much anymore just because the shipping cost is so outrageous to send stuff that it's kind of discouraging to people to buy stuff, I think. So, but yeah, I think, especially if you get a chance to come here or you have a friend or someone who is coming here, these are some things to look out for. And if you do run into like a little Tokyo in town, like you might have something like that where they have some Asian market or something, that's another chance and a place where you can get a hold of paper. So, but that kind of gives you guys an idea of a basic pack of origami paper and what's inside. Personally, from my experience, I like using either one. I think they fold great. And for this price, I think the Daiso ones work really good. So it just kind of depends on what you get your hands on and where you are from so that you can kind of make a good shopping decision for your origami paper. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.